Here are some fun beginner combos I like to use with HWOARANG in Tekken 8. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is MadMike and I'll be your guide today. But before we get started, if you are still new to the Tekken series, do me a favor and memorize this image, because it is the universal controls for this game. Also, if you don't understand all the symbols that you're seeing on this screen, feel free to check out a video I made a while ago explaining all of the basics for Tekken 8. Without further ado, let's do this. One thing right off the bat I need to tell you is that HWOARANG is a very stance-heavy character. And what I mean by that is that you have to be very conscientious with him what stance you're in when you're looking to perform a certain attack. Granted, that applies with every character, but with this guy, it's amplified even more. Because with 3+4, you can switch the stance of your legs. And with 1+2, you can switch the stance of your arms. Plus, you have his flamingo stance where you can go backward, forward, to the side. So there's a lot of things you got to keep in mind when trying to combo with this guy. Now, real quick, I want to talk about launchers, because HWOARANG's got some pretty good ones. Starting off, we got his back +3, then we have his forward down +2, then we have his up +3, 4, and there's one more that we'll talk about later. So getting into the first combo here, we're going to be using his back +3, which gives our opponent plenty of airtime. But for this combo, we're going to start off with the back +3 into 3-4. Now with that 3-4, you need to be super fast when inputting it. One straight after the other, because timing really matters with this move, or else it will not input correctly. But once you get used to that, you'll go back +3, 3-4, then down 4-4 to launch your opponent again. Then we'll input the finisher. And there you have it. Now, some of you might say 54 damage isn't a lot, but don't worry, because we're going to be doing combos that get you up into the 60 and 70 damage range. But I just wanted to start off with something simple. Now, if you want a quicker launcher for this next combo, we're going to be using down forward +2, which doesn't give our opponent as much airtime, so we have to be quick with our next inputs. And with this next move, you have to be very particular with your timing. Or you can just initiate it closer to your opponent, because that makes it way easier to hit. So after the down forward +2, then the 4-3, we're going to be using that down +4 for launcher again. So here we go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. After you launch your opponent for a second time, you have to be super quick with your inputs because you're going to be switching stances. But in order for your switch stance move to hit, you're going to have to dash closer to your opponent. There you go, and you'll send them into a spiral, which will then give you time to input another combo. So make sure you got that timing down because you got to be super precise. All right, let's do the full combo. There you go. So I would say use that one if you want to add a little flair to the fight. But now it's time to get into the combos that do some real damage. This one's startup is actually very similar to the first one, with the back 3 into the 3-4. Then after that, you're just going to spam the 4 button. And by spam, I just mean hit it 4 times. Back +3, 3-4, 4-4-4, 4. And after that, we can finish off the combo with something pretty fancy. Let me show you. There you have it, 64 damage. For not too many inputs and without using heat. And I really like that combo because you get full screen distance from your opponent. So then you have time to figure out your next move, and they have time to figure out why they decided to mess with you. For this next combo, we're going to be using the up 3+4, which honestly by itself is just a really cool move. Now while it is cool, it also leaves your opponent exposed for some more attacks. Plus this combo does initiate heat mode. So after this initial launcher is pretty tight timing. Like you need to initiate that up forward +4 immediately after the down +3. Like this. There we go. So after that, once you hit 4 again, it's going to launch your opponent. Then we're going to use that 3-4 attack and initiate heat. So let's try that. So you see it sends our opponent into a spiral, and we gotta initiate heat fast before they get too far. So then after activating your heat mode, you're gonna dash forward and hit 4. And make sure you hold that forward button. So at HWOARANG, we'll use his heat dash. Then we'll end off the combo. There you have it. A cool move to use your heat dash with while staying close to your opponent. But now I'm going to show you a combo that guarantees you 70 damage without even using heat mode. The startup can be a little bit tricky though, because for this launcher we need to initiate shark step, which is forward, neutral, down, down, forward. Now to initiate this move, you're just going to tap forward, wait a split second, then tap down, then down forward, then hit forward directly after. There you go. So once you get that move down and use it on your opponent, directly after it hits, you need to make sure to switch stances, and you'll use that 3-4 to spiral your opponent back into the air. And it'll look like that. Then we're going to dash forward to close the gap and activate that 4-4-4 combo. And finishing it off with that epic launcher that we used before. Here we go. Boom, baby. Right there. A clean 70 damage combo without even using heat. The hardest part is probably just getting used to the launcher and then switching stances real quick. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of these beginner combos for HWOARANG. If you know some combos that are even better, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget, I stream Tekken 8 with viewers every week. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me next time.